Hey, and welcome to the Simp Home Finance video series. Today, we will talk DIY home projects and improvements that will increase your home value. Before we continue our countdown, we'd like to introduce you to shesfine.com. She will help you find relevant information about home improvement, financing, or anything in between, without discreetly collecting your search behavior. We know a discussion about the property is complicated, tricky, and confusing. For that reason, allow ShesFine to help you with your research. See you there, and let's continue our countdown. 15 DIY home projects and improvement ideas that will increase home value. Number 1. Cabinet painting. This is probably one of the easiest projects one can undertake in a home, but at the same time makes a whole lot of difference. Before you take on the project, you should first examine if the cabinetry can be resuscitated in the first place, because even the highest quality of paint cannot revive cheap cabinetry. Assuming everything is in top condition, one should go ahead and prep the surfaces well by sanding them down or stripping them. Then invest in a high-quality primer for that smooth finish. Most importantly, you should consider hiring a spray painter because it makes very little sense to buy the sprayer and having to store it after just one project. Number 2. Formica foil tops. These are inexpensive fixes on countertops that one is not ready to replace just yet. But in the long run, they make the spaces feel premium and new again. And they should be able to give you a 10-year service if well maintained. The main advantage of using the foil tops is that they adhere directly to your existing countertops, and at the same time, come in a variety of colors and designs, including faux marble, granite, gold, soapstone, and concrete. It is advisable to get extra rolls if it is your first time wrapping the countertops, as it takes a little bit of practice to get the hang of it. Although once you get used to the whole process, it becomes relatively easy to install. Number 3. Scraping ceilings. Popcorn ceilings blew up in the 1950s, since they were an easy way to finish ceilings and hide imperfections. It can be quite a labor-intensive undertaking to scrap off the ceilings, and therefore it is advisable to do it in bits at a time while also ensuring one has adequate protective gear, like a respirator and gloves. In case the house was built before the 1970s, it is advisable to take precautions, as it might contain the toxic compound asbestos. But one can just scrap off a small portion and send it off for testing to be sure that it's safe. Number 4. Baseboards and molding replacement. If you have areas of your baseboard and crown moldings that are damaged, this gives your home a very dated feel, which, in turn, results in the property lessening its value drastically. The replacement is a relatively straightforward procedure. It doesn't require any specialized tools to accomplish. You just need to nick off the existing boards, sand the surfaces, then use adhesive to lay down the wood. Number 5. Hardware, hinges, handles, and knob replacement. The value of a property is affected by the small installments that people tend to feel and see at first glance. A simple update on the various door handles, knobs, faucets, etc. helps in making the house feel modern, or rustic, depending on the look the owner is going for. They're an inexpensive fix that mostly requires a screwdriver to pull off, and most of the components are readily available in most hardware stores. Number 6. Mulch in the garden. Mulch is relatively inexpensive, but the end product improves the value of a home tremendously. You could decide to make your mulch at home using fruit peelings, coffee grounds, eggshells, dry leaves, etc. Or you can purchase the mulch ready-made. Mulch is great for moisture retention, suppressing weeds, and adding fertility to the soil, making lawns and flower beds thrive. A great garden is aesthetically pleasing and can make the value skyrocket, since it's one of those things that gives the first impression on a property. Number 7. Changing basic electric. These include switches and light fixtures in the home. Old and dated switches are not only a hazard, but also make the house feel less cozy. Lights can be reimagined to give a space a calming atmosphere, with an example being the simple addition of dimmer lights or an easy bulb swap. Another addition you can consider in your space is a simple electric fan, which will add ventilation and reduce your electricity bill drastically, since you won't have to run your AC all the time in the house. As earlier mentioned, the value of a property is largely affected by visual fixtures that are within a person's view, and so it's a wise decision to update the old fixtures. Number 8. Use of layered lighting. Simply put, layered lighting is the use of multiple lighting types to create a well-lit and balanced space. LED accent lighting is preferred currently, as it means one doesn't have to struggle to get into tight crevices or change tiny light bulbs. But most importantly, the energy saving on these is just massive. In-cabinet lighting and cove lighting are some of the many ideas that are effective in giving a home that dramatic effect, and also providing that diffused glow that creates a calming ambiance to any space inexpensively. The lights are also less intrusive, meaning the damage to the drywall is very minimal. Number 9. Pressure washing. This is a much underrated DIY project that any person can embark on. Getting rid of streaks and smudges on walls goes a long way in making a property look professional and clean overall. Pressure washing increases curb appeal as most of the pavements will be filled with grime and debris, which could easily be fixed using a pressure washer. Bird droppings and algae buildup can promote pathogens that are harmful to our health. And power washing can easily fix that problem and give the property an overall clean appeal, hence raising the value tremendously. Number 10. Wallpaper installation. Wallpaper is a quick and easy fix to a wall that easily fixes and updates a space. These come in a variety of designs and colors, including floral patterns and block patterns. Wallpaper adds detail and texture to any space, and can be easily used to revamp a boring wall and make it spring back to life. Some of the advantages of using wallpaper are the durability, since it can serve you for upwards of 15 years, making it a very cost-efficient way to update a room. Something important to remember is that it's washable, so any mess made can easily be fixed by wiping. Number 11. Wall painting. Painting is the most effective way to refurbish any space. This also gives you the room to express yourself, using different color palettes, depending on taste and the general mood that you want to give a certain space. Most people will go for neutral colors, as it makes for a professional feel. And that can add a lot of value to a property, since most people will steer clear of bold colors, as they give a space a somewhat busy feel. Paint can also be used to protect your home from elements, such as moisture and sunlight. But overall, it beautifies any space that it's applied to correctly. Number 12. Large artwork. Another way that you can evoke a sense of mood in a room is by the use of large artwork. The artwork expresses your sense of identity, and it also helps in creating a focal point in a room. Most artwork is a little steep in price, and this can increase the value of a home drastically, based on the visual aspect of the artwork alone. You can also purchase a canvas and create personalized contemporary artwork of your own to help in expressing yourself further. Number 13. Soft furnishings. These mostly include throw pillows and cushions. Soft furnishings increase the room's tranquility levels and add a bit of life to rather boring furniture. They can also be a cost-effective way to give a room a complete makeover, since one can easily fabricate some according to your taste and preference. But even buying them is relatively cheap. Large throw pillows allow a room to feel elegant and exclusive, thereby increasing a home's value at first glance. Number 14. Furniture and appliances. One of the most effective ways to revamp a room is by updating furniture and appliances. Nowadays, stainless steel appliances and contemporary furniture increase the market value of a home instantaneously. And all it takes is just uninstalling the dated appliances with new, updated ones. Furniture, on the other hand, depends on the tastes and preference from an individual to an individual. But some designs are simply timeless and can be appealing to most people. Number 15. Decluttering. Most people overlook the importance of decluttering a home. Hoarding so many things makes any space look unappealing, and it gives a sense of disorganization from any perspective. A decluttered home enables you to discover lost treasures and also aids in reducing stress and anxiety, as you can get what you require in an instant. At the same time, homes with less junk are easy to clean and maintain overall. If the things you hoard have a particular importance or relevance in your life, just make sure that you store your belongings in smart storage to make sure your house doesn't look abandoned. That's it for this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you liked the video, and subscribe for more useful content. Until next time, thanks for watching.